So now as we are going into the next video in continuation of the previous ones, in this video we'll be discussing question 5C and 5D. So let us go into the questions. The question is, what are the properties which can be included in the prohibitory list maintained under section 22A of the Registrations Act? So here they are asking about section 22A of the Registrations Act. So section 22A comes under part 3, which is regarding registrable documents. So the sections are from 17 to 22B in this part 3. So if we go into this section, in this particular section, section 22A states about prohibition of registration of certain documents. So it says about certain documents are being prohibited according to this section. So let us see what are those documents. So as per section 22A and subclause A, it states that documents relating to transfer of immovable property, the alienation or transfer of which is prohibited under any statute of the state or central government. So this clause states that any documents which is related to transfer of property of immovable property, this property documents which are alienated or prohibited by the state or central government. So if any document is alienated or prohibited by state or central government, such certain documents are kept under prohibitory list under section 22A. So they do not require any registration. So they are prohibited to be registered. The next one is documents which are relating to transfer of property in way of sale, gift, exchange or lease, of which all these are owned by any central or state governments, but they are executed by some other persons other than these statutorily empowered. So if any of these transfer of property is being taken place, it is actually owned by the central or state, but it is executed by some other persons, then such documents come under prohibitory list. The next one is as same above to remember easily. All these set of documents or the transfer of property relating to these set of documents, but for lease which is exceeding more than 10 years, and this is falling under any religious or charitable endowments, and all these are executed by other persons other than who are statutorily empowered. So this and this clause is same, but this is related to central and state, and this is related to any religious or charitable endowments. The next document which is prohibited for registration is any agricultural or urban lands as declared under AP Land Reforms Act or Urban Land Reforms Act. So under these two acts, if any of it is related to agricultural or urban lands, such documents need not be registered and they are prohibited under this section. And the last one is if any document or any set of documents or any class is mentioned as per the notification specified according to state government. And these documents can also be prohibited under this act. So these are the set of documents which come under prohibition of registration of certain documents. So these documents are kept under section 22A and as treated as prohibited documents for registration. So going to the next question, what is the difference between mortgage by conditional sale and English mortgage? So if you go into section 58 of Transfer of Property Act, it states about mortgage and types of mortgage. So go through the definition, you will understand it very easily. So it's quick. And there are 6 type of mortgage which has been referred in Transfer of Property Act. So just to understand, Section 58 of B says about simple mortgage. 58C is about mortgage by conditional sale. 58D is about usufructuary mortgage. 58E is about English mortgage. F is about mortgage by title deeds. 58G is anonymous mortgage. So talking about all these mortgages later in other video. So here they are asking what is the difference between mortgage by conditional sale and an English mortgage. So that means you have to answer 58C mortgage by conditional sale and 58E English mortgage. So let us go into the definition part which is actually given in the Bare Act. So mortgage by conditional sale is where the mortgagor sells the mortgagor property. And here what happens is if the payment is not made by time on certain date, then the sale becomes absolute. So whatever the mortgagor property is being given, that property will come under or will be transferred to sale. Suppose if the payment is paid, then the sale becomes void. So upon a condition here, there is a mortgage. So it is called as mortgage by conditional sale. Whether it can be, if payment is paid, it can become void, the sale can become void. If payment is not paid, then sale becomes absolute. So this is mortgage by conditional sale. The next one is English mortgage, which is section 58 of subclause E. So here it says that the mortgagor binds himself to repay the money. So he binds himself to repay the money taken on certain date, and prior to this, what he says is, subject to this provision, he will require a retransfer of the property which is already transferred. So he will require the retransfer to the mortgager upon payment agreed. So in other terms, if you can go to understand it better, you can say mortgage by conditional sale. As I said, 58 of C, and mortgage, English mortgage is 58E. So here pass of title will be there in mortgage of conditional sale, and in English mortgage also there will be pass of title which is absolute. And title deed, yes, here also yes. Delivery of possession in mortgage by conditional sale, yes. Here there will be no beneficial interest, and in English mortgage there will be some beneficial interest. And here in case of mortgage by conditional sale, basing upon the condition, you can foreclose it. Here there is no process of foreclosure. So this is the main difference. So here the remedy is foreclosure, but in English mortgage the remedy is sale. So this is based on condition, and here there is no particular condition. It applies as soon as he repays the entire amount. So this is about mortgage by conditional sale and English mortgage.